Now I request a next speaker
Thank you very
to
much.
take an opportunity to introduce the Professor Nada, Faculty of Economics, Business and Tourism Split. To share her views, I request her.
Hello, good evening. I'm Nada Ratković from Croatia. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you, K.I.T.E for giving this honor and to be here today on this big conference.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for being here.
Yes, I will not share no presentation because I couldn't put it in just a moment. What will I talk about this topic and about entrepreneurship? So I can say that I am a professor who has a technical degree and also a economic degree, and I think that is something multidisciplinary, so I can watch it from the both sides. So when we are talking about entrepreneurship, we cannot talk about technology. Technology is important for entrepreneurship, and every entrepreneur movement needs technology. But why today? First, I will start with well-being because the situation today with Corona is hard for everybody, for education, and very hard for entrepreneurs all over the world. And first, we must all take care about our well-being and always practice that. What I like to do. I like always said, let's take 3 deep breaths to achieve peace. Before we started anything, we must take a deep breath. Here, what are the challenges? I have a problem here. I'm sorry. Let's focus on the real things what are happening around us. So I will repeat, we need a balance of our mind and our body for every moment what we do in our job, in our teaching, or anything what we do. Pandemic situation with pandemic changed our education forever. We know that all schools, all faculties, universities all over the world were closed, and we work virtually. And what happened there? Many researchers suggest that this online learning, I hope that it will start now at September, will show us how increase retention of information and how many less time is meaning the changes that coronavirus caused made by his stay. If we are talking about sustainable development goals, we all know that we have 17 SDGs. And if we start from the first, no poverty, no zero hunger, well-being, or at the last, every SDG is incorporated in our work, in our teaching, or at everyone entrepreneur. He must take care about every. How can he have a successful work, or if we talk about decent work and economic growth? What about economic growth? How incorporate others SDGs in economic growth? I think that SDG 8 and 9 for us, for entrepreneurs, for education, if we talk about innovation, infrastructure, these two are they are correlated together. We can't talk about GDP or growth if we don't make innovation and if we don't make a big entrepreneur moving. And that is not depending about us. Why? Because maybe all around the world, every entrepreneur today is fighting for revenue for his job. We see here on the platforms many organizations, and I'm asking every day, what will happen when we go back on the universities, in the schools? People cannot be on these platforms whole day like today, because if you are on online learning, you can be on many events. What will I say? Before COVID, we know that the growth of technology and technology, when I talk about technology, I can again set SDG. Why? Because renewable energy is, how can we talk about renewable energy if we don't mention technology? But there is one positive thing, because we know that to 20-25 years, they are projected about $350 billion for technology. That don't mean only for renewable energy. We know that we must take care about the aims of the Agenda 2030 and how to reach that point. As teachers or professors, we know our role and we know how important we are. I have the subject statistics. I teach statistics, and also I have a wonderful subject called business corporate responsibility, and that is what we are talking. And also I teach entrepreneurship, and when we talk about business corporate responsibility, the whole things in that subject is about SDG and other points. Here we want we all every day I try and I ask myself, how it will be when I come back and live in the classroom. Our world, our projects. We must make many projects with this. Every year on the global level, we have the big global project, Climate Action Project, and he will also start in September. Maybe someone will tell, why are you talking about Climate Action Project? Yes, because in that project, you have, if you don't have a project case study, if you don't work with your students on that, how can you know the results? How can you know what the students have, their ideas? We must today take care about their we must take care about that our students achieve all of these 17 goals. So how can we do it? It depends about us. I have many projects what I do with my students, and now I will still continue working on one project, and it is really a big project for entrepreneurs. We are making a eco-village, and eco-village which is incorporated, in which we implemented ICT, whole ICT. We make we make some kind of program, and what will we do with that? We try with that in Croatia. We see the results, and this year our plan is to make a movement a little around. So maybe I do many things here in India. Maybe we can start together and work, collaborate also with the students on this project. Uh, so we are trainers for the future. Everybody of us, somebody can say, "Oh, I'm an English teacher." Yes, you are an English teacher, but when we talk about leadership, we know that we are all leaders. Who said that an English teacher cannot be a successful entrepreneur, and maybe he can do something better than someone who calls himself an entrepreneur? What are the best challenges for that in the future? What will we say that in the future we can do? We can talk about the Europe dimension, and we can talk about on the global level. Uh, in Europe, we have many projects called Erasmus Plus projects. And our students are going on mobility all around Europe. And they go, like example, 20 days, some goes to the month. And for me, as a professor, it is the important things through the study. Why? Because he learns in other country. Who said that we in Croatia are the best teachers? Who said that in India are the best Indians are the best teachers? So when we go on that mobilities, we are trying to find something that we don't have in our country. Mostly of our students after study became entrepreneurs. Why? Because they learn some things in our country and in our studies. But when they go in Europe, like Spain, Portugal, Germany, we are trying, and now I'm also planning in after at the end of the September, I'm going to Portugal with my students, 20 days. We must go before, but for coronavirus, we stopped that. We are going on the university, and we are going to learn. We now go for ICT, because there we have one institute that have the program that we in Croatia don't have, and they will learn there. And that I said, that is the point of it, not be only in the classroom. Now, I adore researching. I adore numbers. But when you go to learn in the practice, I think that that is the best. And then you can say that you correlate theory and practice. And that is important for our entrepreneurs and for our SDG. Everybody today is talking about sustainable development goals, but we must think in which context are we taking them. If we want, like we are doing our eco village, we know we have our aims. We want renewable energy. We want to reduce inequalities. Why we want to reduce inequality? Because people in the towns have biggest revenue. They work. They have biggest life standard than the people in rural areas. That is the point when we talk about SDGs and when we talk about economy, entrepreneurship, and everything what has what I mentioned before. Uh, so this our village and our hypothesis, we make them prove. We get many results, and we will start at the September working that. Why? Because I think that we can help micro entrepreneurs, small entrepreneurs, family farms, craftsmen, farmers. What will we provide to them? We will provide them complete IT support. We will provide them customers, business venture. And then we will not, when we get a level and when we make all of that, then we will on that way reduce inequalities. If we talk about health, well-being health, the people in rural areas will have health food. They will eat eco food. So everything in that is correlated, and we will say that we will be then aligned with quality and education. What about education? So if we continue with Corona, we can continue learning, virtual learning, because many universities, many schools are virtual. So they have all circumstances to learn also like in a big town. So I didn't want to make a presentation classical. If I make a classical presentation, I will attach only one point. Now I want to talk about all and make that correlation for us, because we all are learning. We must first learn about some kind of action. Then we go and learn through action. That what I mean through action, that is what are we doing? How can we implement each SDG in our work? And also we must learn from action, because if we make some things and don't make it on the correct way, that is for us learning. That means that we learn from action. So I will finish here. If anybody have questions, please, I'm open for them. Maybe I can say one sentence yet. We will achieve sustainable mobility, renewable energy, urban-rural linkages that is correlated with bio and circular economy, with social innovations, agriculture, food, environmental sustainability, dignitization, according the innovatives of our village. And we will have all economic issues, job opportunities, and we will have a limited profession selection, and we will have biggest incomes, maybe better incomes than in the city, but we know that now we have lower income, and everybody's aim today is to have a biggest income, I mean a biggest revenue, according and living and trying to transform the world, living the sustainability.
For sharing your live projects with us, because sometimes it happens that we are not getting the product a proper knowledge from a particular thing, but from a live project we gain a number of knowledge as it penetrates directly towards us. And now we are having the question and answer round. If anybody is having any queries, you are able to have your query in the chat box, or you can unmute yourself. We are having a person has raised his hand, Sonotan.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
please.
Is somebody to
Hello,
me?
ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am, for giving me the opportunities to ask the question. I have a question. Can I ask now?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
I would like to know what advice would you give to college students or graduates who want to become entrepreneurs?
Who wants to be entrepreneurs?
Yes,
Oh, yes. First, if they want to be entrepreneurs,
yes, especially college graduates.
can you please
Hello.
repeat?
What advice would you give to college students who want to become entrepreneurs?
Okay, okay. That was my conclusion from this. Yes. First, we know all that we must start from our idea to the realization. In that context, I could give an example. I don't know on the college or where you are teaching, but we must have a subject called training firms. Why training firms? That is a colleague. Colleague that you are learning from starting. You start from today we are on this big platform, and we know that K.I.T.E.S wants to make is taking care about education. I want to have a eco village, and that is where we start. We start from the beginning. Our students must to learn how to make a business plan, complete a business plan, how to make a marketing plan, 4P, promotion, product. So there are many steps. How can somebody start and how can you be a good entrepreneur if you don't know that? Nobody today, somebody can have a big organization, and for me, he must have entrepreneur's competencies. Why? Because nobody will care about your business like you. And so today, our students must, to be entrepreneurs, they must be multidisciplinary. What that means? They must know accounting. First thing is accounting. Somebody will say, how can I know accounting if I am a teacher, a professor of electronics? Yes, but today, to be a successful entrepreneurship, you must know all things. That is the problem today. That is the problem today because nobody will take care about your work if you don't know that. That I
Yes,
mean. So you must put many maybe somebody will say, why in informatics? But you must put in every subject some parts of that. So maybe here you can put promotion, production, distribution, accounting, finance. Everything of that is important. And entrepreneur will never be a successful entrepreneur if he don't know that. That is a problem today, and that is why is entrepreneur must learn lifelong learning, and our students must have that. And that is what I'm talking about. In every field, it can in every field, students can start from idea to a realization. Did I help? Did I answer? Did I must say anything else? Did you
thank you, ma'am.
understand me, Professor Sonatan?
Thank you, ma'am, for your kind information. Thank you.
Ma'am, we are having one more question in our chat box. The question is from Joseph. You touched on people across the nation going in this realm. My question is on reducing the great city village divided in India due to the vastness of different people groups.
Ah,
I repeat the question again.
my,
Yes, ma'am. That person is Joseph. They are saying that you touched on people across the nation growing in this realm, and the question is on reducing the great city village divide in India due to the vastness of different people groups.
different people groups. What it has with I don't know what means that different
Can you
groups.
please clear your question again, Joseph? And it seems like it's incomplete. I request the IT department to please unmute him.
GURLEEN ma'am, you can hear me?
Yes.
Okay. What I meant, Ms. Ratković, is that India is a very vast thing. Of course, it's becoming global, but the vastness of India is, even in the British time when they tried to help the Indians to, with Western education, there was resistance. Now I'm talking about the great village, tribal, and the city. Cities are much more in infrastructure. We are better, but how best should we address the divide in infrastructure, technology available, technology meaning the soft skills also. We understand the teachers have to take it on themselves, but how best do we we bridge the gap between the urban areas and the rural areas. So yeah, that is one of my things. There are a lot of policies, good policies by the government, but somehow the village, they are not inferior as a citizen, but how best to do that? I would like maybe from some experience of yours, ma'am. Thank you.
So in Croatia, we have a good policy for that. We for our micro and micro entrepreneurs, there are good financial supports, and also what is here good? Here is good when you look from the history. Many people from our villages. I can say are villages that we have electricity, we have water. They are not the villages without that. So we can start with that because we have first water and electricity, and we don't have maybe I see here in India that rural places and but we are a little different by that, and we really can get help from our government, and many we have many supports for young entrepreneurs and for making that, and also in Europe, we can apply for. We have many big projects and many grants that we can apply for them. So people are using that. I don't know here in India, do you have that opportunity to get big financial support for doing that? I'm watching that. I'm reading. I'm looking how the villages looked at. Yes, when you say it is easy to, we are really our idea is excellent, but is maybe, as you said, maybe it is not. Maybe we cannot use that here. Maybe we have must. Maybe in India. We must use something else. We don't have the same living conditions. That I mean now is the difference. Because in my county where I live, we have that rural parts have rivers. mountains. So we can go on the field agriculture. We can make agriculture. We can go on tourism. So we have a good geographical position. Also, we have the sea, and we can make, I said, rafting, and so many. It is different when I look in the Croatian part called. We have 22 counties. When I looked in one part, the poor, I can say poorest is Lika. And what can you see when you go through Lika? You can see some people, entrepreneurs in Lika are having cows. So we must do, if we want some kind of entrepreneurs work, we must see what is the best for the part we live. So in India, maybe in one part of India is best to, I don't know, to mango. The another part is for tourism. So that is different. So, but if you have a group of students and have many ideas, you can make ideas. So you first we must, like professors, we must know what will be the best. That I can now say for the rural parts in India, because I don't know many about that. But I know
Thank
what
you
you
very,
think.
thank you very much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for answering. I would like to add point over here. What I think is like we are having number of opportunities for the rural area in the case of entrepreneurship in India, but the thing is lack of knowledge. People are not getting that proper knowledge. It might be happening because of illiteracy. But on the other hand, the villages are coming up with such a great ideas in the field of entrepreneurship that we can even think about it.
Yes, yes. We must, every idea must be realized, and problem is how to make it realized, how to come to the
Yes,
end.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. That's the big thing. So, with this, thank you so much, ma'am, for such an
Thank you.
informative lecture.